Hey guys, how's it going? See new. Haven't really quite acknowledged the new subscribers. I'm actually going to deactivate the subscriber count. Uh, that'll give you a pretty decent impression of what I'm doing and why. Like it's not necessarily the number of subscribers that you have. It's the quality and what the message I have is, and whether people are willing to listen to it or not. So I'm up to 300 and something subscribers. So, but I want you to know that I look at everything you guys say, including the comment I didn't respond to about someone saying that I was just involved with a bunch of squirrels. All of Scientology is squirrels. I talked to a good friend of mine last night, Gonaz, and he had a great thing to say about Scientology. He said, it's the most evil of all things because you are using wisdom, things that actually can help people, and you are perverting it into a manipulative exercise of financial and familial and essentially total control over people. And that's the most accurate observation that I've heard from a WOG ever. And I wanted to acknowledge him in this video because he was instrumental in helping me get my mind kind of straight after Scientology. Instrumental. And when I say instrumental, I mean I don't know if I'd even be making these videos if it wasn't for my friend. We'll just call him Gonaz for now. So all the new subscribers you're all very welcome here. I hope that you get what I'm doing. Sometimes my videos are not about Scientology. Sometimes, and you know, I don't know how else to say this. Sometimes when you step up to the line of fire and you take a shot, you gotta step back and reload and allow some other people to take some shots. That being said, my brother is going to be doing his interview, as far as I know, with Aaron very, very soon. And I look forward very much to seeing it. And as for right now, I don't know of any other people that are going to talk to Aaron, for sure. So I'm going to disable the subscriber count because this may sound silly, but I've worked with celebrities a lot, and I've worked with you know, rock stars and actresses, and there is a valid element there of psychological distress constantly. People always wanting to talk to you, people always wanting to take pictures with you, people always wanting your opinion on something, people always telling you how much they admire you, how much what you're doing is something they could only hope to aspire to, stuff like that. You got to stay grounded. I've seen way too many people lose themselves, you know, and not even over much, just a little bit, the quickest way to ruin a man is make him rich or famous. And if you do both, then you're doing a hell of a job trying to ruin him. So it's more of a thing for me. I'm just gonna disable that feature, because it doesn't really matter how many are watching, as long as the people that are watching are engaged and aware of what they're watching. Tonight I'm going to be doing a special stream for Oliver on the what if insert game hero was a Scientologist. Now, this is something that is not talking about my experiences in Scientology per se, but it's a little series or playlist, if you know, however you want to call it. It's a stream where I interact with the subscribers, talk to them, answer questions, and also I play the game as I would be as a Scientologist, making decisions and mocking up, which is a Scientology term. It's sort of like visualizing something. So I'm mocking up the game as a Scientology universe, and how a Scientology person would, staff member, or whatever the case may be, for future games, because I plan on doing it with other games as well. They have to be games that are, I guess they don't have to be, but it's more interesting, and you'll understand more about how those thought processes occur by me breaking down each particular situation you encounter. So mostly RPGs have that element in them. RPGs that specifically precipitate change based on how you react in certain situations with certain people, or factions, or groups. So that's a good format to be able to show how a Scientologist thinks. And tonight's stream is called Project Overlord, and Oliver, the subscriber, I think it's Oliver, it's either Oliver or I can't remember the other name. Johnny. It's either Oliver or Johnny. Sorry, I can't remember which. Project Overlord is a Cerberus run, and if you haven't caught up with the series, you won't know anything of what I'm talking about. But I'll try to sort of break it down quickly. Commander Shepard is a Cerberus operative, which would be, in the Scientology world, as I've mocked it up, a member of a squirrel Scientology group. Well, this stream is going to be a mission called Project Overlord, where Cerberus has engaged in some very unethical experiments. And so the decisions made as a Scientologist will be very, very, this is a critical mission in the story arc of Shepard as a Shepard as a Scientologist. It's a pretty crucial point from the transition from 2 to 3. So that'll start at 10 p.m. Central Time, and it'll run for probably 2 hours, because it's quite a long mission. I may be able to get it done in an hour and a half, but I'm going to try and take my time and make those decisions properly. So examining and thinking about it as a Scientologist would, because I actually have to step back and do that now. Part of the reason I wanted to do this stream with Oliver or Johnny, whichever one it is because they're a psychologist, or perhaps a psychiatrist, I'm not sure. Anyways, he hopped on the stream one night and was very concerned about what I was doing. He's like, what are you trying to do? Reindoctrinate yourself into a cult? Because he knows that language and the way you think and all that stuff has a really profound effect. And someone could easily get back into a church or a cult or any kind of organization by simply thinking like that again and building agreement and group cohesion, unit cohesion, and reinforcement, group reinforcement. And anyways, I told him I'm an SP, we're all SPs, like this is an exercise in trying to show people the inside of the mind of a Scientologist through a medium, which is a video game, that allows you to have permanent effects in the game that you play. So, because being in a cult has permanent effects, after you leave, and while you're in. So, should be an interesting stream. Hopefully, he'll be there, hopefully, and ask a lot of questions and maybe give us some really great insight psychologically as to how the decisions are, I think there'll just be some good dialogue. So, 10 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that'd be midnight, and if you're on the West Coast, that'd be 8 o'clock. So I hope you tune into that, and to all the new subscribers, I just want you to know, like I said, it's a crapshoot coming here. You don't ever know what you're gonna get. I plan on doing a video about present time problems after New Year's or slightly before New Year's, but I need to get there's a studio that I shoot that in, so I'll have to wait till after everyone's busy with Christmas and stuff. So I'll get in the studio and do that after Christmas. I'm not going to say before New Year, but it'll definitely be after Christmas. So there will be, Scientology content. I suppose it might, be similar. Some of my earlier videos are formatted kind of like in a very, arranged way. Like not all my videos are two hours long, but a lot of my videos are long, but not all of them. And there's some subjects that I'm going to talk about that will be broken down, so there'll be shorter videos, like present time problems. And I just want to throw out there that Chris Shelton has probably covered all of this. This will just be my own take on it. So, just throwing that out there, disclaimer. Thank you to everyone that has come from Aaron's channel. Me and him have been talking pretty regularly, and at least keeping in touch, touching base. And it's good. It's a good thing. I appreciate everybody who supports him, because I think that Aaron is legit as fuck. And I like what he's doing, and I support what he's doing, and the way he's doing it. That's the key. That's the important part. The way that he's doing it. So I guess I'll leave you with a musical message. There you go. Musical outro. Peace, y'all. Have a great Christmas.